Okay, I think I'm live. Let me see if I can pull up chat window here. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm just getting the hang of OBS. I don't really know where everything's at. I may have to monitor on my iPad. So let me see if we got it. Y'all can let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I think so. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, guys. Hope everybody's doing good today. Sunday afternoon. Had an awesome day at church this morning. The Lord really moved this morning, touched a lot of people. But we've got something cool we're gonna do in the shop today. Albertus and myself have been working on a new design for a little Red Ryder BB gun. Everybody remembers, don't shoot your eye out, kid. Um, but we wanted to do something cool. Um, so I kind of told Albertus what I wanted, and he just ran with it, and he come up with an awesome graphic, and I've spent all week just tweaking it and getting settings for different colors, because what I want to do, since this is not, you can, let's see, I'll show you show you the daisy. This is what we're working with. It's a Daisy Red Ryder. This is the youth model, but there's really no difference in the main frame of the youth versus the adult model. The only difference is the width of the wood stock up on the back end. So this design would work for either, but it's not really possible to do a deep engrave on these things because they're sheet metal, pretty thin material already. So I wanted to do something just to give it more definition. So Albertus came up with this design. And as you can see, basically on one side it says number one rule for gun safety. On the other side it says don't let the government touch your guns, which I thought that was just so cool. So it's got some classic scroll work and and an eagle's head. So we broke it apart and just really, we wanted, back to what I was saying, we wanted to get it to look as deep as possible. So Albertus added some drop shadows and some different outlines, and then I worked on getting settings to really just make it pop off the gun and stand out. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a, unfortunately, Lightburn's colors don't really represent the end result very well. They're very basic and not a lot of colors available, but you get the idea. It's going to be a gold and silver and some bronze colors, creating a 3D element almost to the finished product. And I have ran it on some mild steel to dial in the colors, because in the past I've done one of these BB guns, and it seems to be just a basic mild steel coated with something. At least it kind of seemed to be that way. So you're going to see this for the first time. I haven't tested on this gun. The only thing I've tested on is mild steel. So I'm hoping it turns out like my test, but you know, it's a $39 BB gun. If it doesn't, then hey, we're going to have fun learning. So glad you guys are with me, and we're going to have some fun. So just wanted to walk you guys through kind of my process. So anytime you're doing, because I will say this file, there's about 6 or 8 different steps in the layers window. I mean, everything from the cleanup to the, there is going to be a line art where we do a shallow engraving of just the outlines of almost everything, just to kind of give it the effect and give it some depth of realism. But this file will be available on the website soon, maybe by tonight, depends on how long it takes me to get both sides done. The file is ready, but so I may be able to get it on the website tonight. But if not, it'll definitely be on there tomorrow. So this kind of goes for any time you're doing guns or PMags or anything. Let's go right here. I'm going to turn off all the layers to where I don't see anything but the outline. And this is really just for light up purposes, because this is really the most important thing, is making sure that you are aligned properly. So what I like to do is to start with, as I like to select one each. Let me tell you another trick too. Before I start manipulating anything, I always lock the layer. So you notice I can select it, but I can't change it, because if you accidentally drag something out of scale or out of proportion, it can cause you a nightmare to get it back right. So I'm going to start by selecting each of the cutouts around the bolts individually. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to hit frame. I'll switch it to the transition here, or to the gun, so you can see. Turn the lights down a little bit so you can see the red lighting. So right there, you can see on that back bolt, that looks great. So I'm going to select the one that's in the middle of the gun now and light it up. There we go. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, it's dead center. So those two look good. Now I'm going to select the perimeter. And the reason I like doing them all separate rather than all at one time, and I will do it all at one time, but the more items you have selected when you get ready to light up, the more time it takes for Lightburn to draw or complete the loop of what it's drawing. So you get a much it's just like the frequency rate of a monitor. The faster it can complete it, the more complete you'll be able to see it. So let's look at that. Make sure we're on target. You can't really see it that well. The red on the black don't always show up, but it's perfect on my end. And I did spend some time off camera getting everything dialed in, and you want to make sure that you're level. Perfectly level both directions. You want to make sure you're in focus. I am using a 300 lens, there was no reason for this. It's shallow engraving. There was no reason to go with anything more substantial. I mean, a 200 or so would give you more power, but it's really not required. So we look good here. I'm really happy with the light up. So I'm going to hit stop on the framing. Let's turn all of our layers back on. Actually, I don't need the black at all. The black is really just for visually, because I'm engraving on a black substrate. So, I like to do that just for visual, for the design. So I'm just going to turn that totally off output and do not show. So now let's turn on the first thing that's going to happen is this first green layer, and that is just a coating removal layer. And next will be a series of line engraving to give the outlines some depth. Then next will be another cleanup pass over the entire everything, just removing any slag or anything that's brought up, because you want a really clean surface before you start laying colors. Then this is where the fun starts. The next, you can't see what I'm doing. Let me change this to you for you. So I apologize. Let me go back and show you what I was doing. So real quick, first layer was black. I turned it off. That's just for my visual. Second layer is a coating removal layer. Third layer is a line art, outlines, and anything that I wanted to just create a little definition. It's gonna engrave a depth, but just not very deep. It'll be like scribed almost. We'll call it scribed. Then the next layer is another cleanup pass. Then the next layer will be the first layer of scroll work, and that's going to be a gold color. Then the next layer is a series of drop shadows that are a maroonish, like a dark maroon, purplish maroon color. It doesn't really pop as purple on the gun, but it really does give a nice effect. Makes the scroll work look like it's deep, even though it's not. Okay, then we've got a bronze, which is more outlines and definition, just really creating a three-dimensional effect on the scrolls. Then we have some additional highlights. I think they're bronze as well. Yeah, they're bronze as well around the text. Then we've got the silver. Around the eagle's head. So it's like a light pewter or light silver effect. And that's all of it. You know, it'll take some time. So I know, don't know if you guys, this may be a long live. I plan to leave it up so you can come back and join and watch it later if you want to. I started to do record it all and put together a video, but I ain't proud. If I mess something up, I mess it up, but no better way to learn than to just see it done firsthand. That way you guys understand all the necessary steps. You know, so I'm not cutting anything out. This is all the necessary steps to achieve a desirable result. So with that being said, the light up looked good. We are going to select, tell you what, Let's double check one more time. So black is off. Make sure you're looking over here in your layers panel. The black layer is off, output is off. Then I want to go down through here and make sure everything I've got is on and in the correct order. Because your cleanup passes and such have to fall in a certain order. And sometimes when you're editing a file, if you're editing a certain layer and do a function like a cut tools or something like that, sometimes it'll drop it down to the bottom of your layer window and you won't realize it, and it'll cause some issues. But everything looks good here. So we're going to move on to the next step. We're going to highlight my entire left side and then scroll out to make sure you don't have anything else. I'm scrolling in. You want to scroll out to make sure you don't have anything else selected outside the artwork board that could cause you any trouble. And I don't. It looks like everything is just, the only thing selected is this one piece of art. Okay. I hope this slide is turning out okay, and latency and all that is working out for you guys. If you're watching, comment. Let me know how the video and the audio looks. I hope it's not choppy. So now I'm gonna hit frame. It'll take it a minute because it's pretty complex, a lot of different layers. And you can see it's framing. You know what? I just had a thought. I'm gonna, if I already knew, if this was the second time doing this and I already knew, I would leave all these layers turned on in sequence. But since I don't know, I'm going to turn everything off except for this first layer and just make sure that first coating removal layer is satisfactory before I move on to the next. So that's the only thing I'm going to have highlighted there. I'm going to hit frame. Okay. Turn my fan on. It's going to get a little bit louder, but it's not that bad. Turn the lights up. Okay. It's time for fun to start. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate you responding there, bud. And I do have my laser glasses on now, guys. Look like they hit pretty good. So what it did, it went ahead and went on to the next step because I had already grouped everything. I didn't think about that, which is okay because it everything looks like it cleaned off the way it was supposed to. So I'm not concerned. I'm going to stop it after this particular deep arc pass here, just to verify that it's as deep as I want it. Because I may run that one again if I want to go any deeper. So that was the deep. Now this is another cleanup. what I will do after this is done, since this is mild steel and not stainless, um, to my knowledge, it's not stainless. I can't imagine why. Once the engraving is totally done, I'm happy with everything. I'll tape it up and I'll spray it with either a satin or I'll match the finishing together. It looks to me like a satin. So I'll spray it with clear to just to protect it and give it some longevity for cameras and stuff like that. But it's going to be a cool little project. It's looking great. Just the silver looks good, but where do you see the colors go down? It's going to really add definition to the scroll work and everything. I did not stick my hand under the laser. I just barely felt where I wanted to see how deep that groove was. I wouldn't recommend that. Okay. Let me just verify what we got. I'm going to run the line art one more time. I want the engraving just a little bit deeper. And I will So I like that better. That looks better. The depth of our scribe looks more like what I was wanting to see. So now we can move on to the next step. Actually, we'll move on to the rest of them now. So we'll go through here, go down through here, and so that was our line, deep line layer. So we'll turn it off and turn everything else below it on. Fun is fixing to start. This is where the color starts. So now I've got one more cleanup pass that's going to happen. Tell you what, I told you wrong again. I'm gonna turn the cleanup passes off. I mean the color layers off. Let's run just the cleanup pass, just to make sure everything looks perfect, ready for color. Cleanup pass won't take long. I'd rather verify that. Sorry guys, forgot to turn it back over for you. So this is just a cleanup pass going on. It's just removing any burnt edges from the deep engraving, or the scribe, you know what we call it. That way the colors will really pop. You want a very clean, shiny background before you start your color layer to get the true not your gold won't pop like you want it to. Hey guys, if anybody is just joining, I appreciate you guys watching. This has been a really fun project. I think this will be a really cool thing for gifts, you know, for your kids or family. Okay, so the cleanup is done. Let me take my laser glasses off and just make sure I'm happy with it. I think so. I think we will roll on to the next process now. That will be highlight. Turn all these color layers back on. Okay, back in Lightburn, I'm gonna go down through here. Turn on the rest of our color layers. There's the gold, the drop shadows, the bronze outlines, more bronze outlines around the text, and the silver eagle. Now, go down here, highlight all, hit frame, and just hit start button, and watch the magic. I don't know if you can make that out from the overhead video or not, but it's you can't. The flash is a little bit too bright. But it's producing a really pretty color of gold. There'll be tons of pictures on the website once we're done. This is looking good, guys. Well, I was trying to get another camera going, but it just ain't working out for me. I wanted to show you guys a little bit better view than that straight down camera. I will keep trying. I think we're down to the, yeah, we're at the eagle head and the silver around the text. Getting close. That's it. I know this camera ain't gonna do it justice, but look, you can see gold. Look at the drop shadows and the detail inside the leaves. There we go. Beautiful. I can't wait to share these guys. I ain't gonna lie, this turned out awesome. It's gonna be a sweet little piece. So that was fun. Give me just a minute. Todd. I'm gonna. I just videoed a little clip with my iPhone. I was trying to link my iPhone to OBS, and I don't know if it wouldn't let me because I currently got a stream going, but I was trying to. But let me. I can share this clip. I know I can bring a clip in, and it'll let you see the finished detail, man. Because that yeah, that the webcam that's over top of my laser definitely does not do it justice. Give me just a minute, and I'll share this video. Okay. Okay. Man. Let's see if I can add the video. Todd, I do have an extended base for my tower. I also use an XY table, so which really helps when you're aligning templates and aligning stuff. So you lose some height with that too. So I would definitely recommend an extended base or a extra tall tower. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. I am going to pull up. Okay, Todd, if you're still here. That graphic, Todd, is what size lens do you have? Yeah, it's only about 6.5 inches or so. So it's definitely under. You would definitely be fine with a 200 lens. Now the colors may vary slightly with a 200. I could help you try to dial that in and get the gold correct with a 200. I don't mind doing that at all. All right, I'm gonna share you this. Okay. All right, I'm fixing to share this to my screen. Okay, check this out, buddy. I get it to focus. Look, you can see the gold. Look at the drop shadows and the detail inside the leaves. There we go. Beautiful. I can't wait to share this, guys. I ain't gonna lie, this turned out awesome. It's gonna be a sweet little piece. Yes, I do have the base on mine. My base is looks like my base is 8 inches. I got an extended 8-inch base on my tower. And I'm about a little over 3 inches height on my XY table. So, if that tells you anything. Play it back one more time. Look, you can see gold. Look at the drop shadows and the detail inside the leaves. There we go. Beautiful. I can't wait to share this, guys. I ain't gonna lie, this turned out awesome. It's gonna be a sweet little piece. I appreciate you hanging with me today, Todd. No, the graphic is 6.5 inches. I may have already answered that. The graphic is only 6.5 inches, so you would be fine with a 200 lens. I think I answered that. Absolutely, man. Look me up. Um, Check out our website, relicarms.us. Find me on Facebook, Relic Arms. Uh, be glad to help you out, man. We've got all kinds of designs and light burn. So you can find designs without settings as well as full blown light burn project files on our website. Um, my laser is a OMG-X 60-watt JPT Mopa laser, fiber laser. If yours is different, just get with me and I can help you try to figure out settings on any changes or differences. But there's all kinds of stuff that help you guys get started. I appreciate it, man. Well, I believe that's it for today. I appreciate you guys hanging with me, and I hope you enjoy it, and you have a wisely 60 watts. So yeah, you'll be golden, man. Anything I upload with settings, look through our PMAX stuff too. Anything is gonna work perfect for you. The only difference is the lens. If you're using a 200, I use a 200 as well sometimes. Um, but if you buy anything, just get with me, and if I need to develop settings for you for specifically for your 200, if it's something that I originally created with 300, I can easily fine tune that for you and help you out. But well, we're gonna wrap it up. Looks like we've been a little over an hour. First time doing a live like this, so you guys let me know what you think, if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful. I enjoyed it, and I think it turned out great. So I'm gonna get busy wrapping up this file, and it'll be available on the website if anybody is interested. But appreciate you guys watching. So you guys, we love you, we mean it, and y'all have a great day. Talk to you later.